brother. Yeah, guys, this is refreshment. This is a refreshment soon, so that we can have some updates in the upcoming week. So I have opened a decision to check back history and make some breakdowns towards gold. So you guys have seen that there was a 0.5 interest rate for the U.S. economy, and we can see that there is a negative. We could see that there was a negative data, and then exactly price of gold is still pumping up, is still pushing up. So what we have to understand is like what we can do technically, and also some psychological price movement that's very important for us. So you guys can see that we got our base when it comes on trend line. There was a weekly journal that price was respecting. You guys can see the price of gold has broken that area, and it shows we will go up. We will go up. So price of gold is still bullish. So what we want to understand is uh, where the bullish storyline started. It started from this area. Okay, so this push it started from here because we got support level that price rejected, and many weeks price was moving. So this is several months. So what we have to understand is the daily storyline where we wanna also look at. But the mainly storyline, which is weekly, is still bullish. Why? We don't have any rejection or any resistance at the weekly. There is no resistance that price formed recently. Okay, here there's no resistance or back history. We don't have no resistance. So we are still in bullish until we get the resistance and rejection. So the price of the main direction of weekly is still bullish. So what we can do is like we can trade from roadblocks or retracements, whatever you call, or bullback. There is we can trade, which will be one time frame lower of the weekly. Okay, so it is daily storyline. So we will focus on daily storyline. If you want to sell or if you want to buy, we will always follow the storyline of the daily, which will be roadblock or retracement or pullback. So right now, since the main direction is still bullish, we go the daily, and then we can look for if there is exactly support or resistance what price have formed or created recently. According to the current price, we can see we have support, we have also resistance, but price broke the exactly this resistance and it becomes support. So this is where we call RBS. Okay, RBS. So since we have RBS right here and we have support level, which is classical fee, so we have two supports right here. So price broke here. So the first day of the week when price opens, it can push up or it can seek for a liquidity and then come back inside this area so that price can buy. Or we can still push below this range and then price can come here and then buy from here. So we have trend lines here and here and here. So this is trend line. There is another one, but we have clean area where we have a gap already where price have filled it. So there is uh, a gap right here. You guys can see that is a gap. So this is clean area, and this clean area price touched it one time last week. Okay, one time. Yeah, it touched two times last week. So in this area we have fresh support, we have another fresh support, but this gap price fill it right here. So we also have RBS, so possible push down and then come here. Okay, and come here, and then price come by again, but already weekly is still bullish. There is no storyline yet. So for the first days of the week we are expecting a pullback or uh, road blocking. So we can see we have two levels first, before two levels right here, which is clean or fresh support, as fresh support. Okay, and also RBS, so these are the two clean areas we have. There is also another zone which is below, okay, which is on here, guys, this level. So price can come back to this area, because with this break it is a crazy breakout. This is also another breakout. We got two breakouts with momentum. So this is momentum break, this is also another momentum break. Okay, this is also another momentum break. So the possible interesting area will be right here, this, because we have lot of money here. Okay, sell side and buy side, and then price move it. It's also possible price can still continue and then come this area too. Okay, this area, but whenever price comes here it will not break automatically down, or it will not push upside automatically or immediately. It must react this area or this area. So we will see for the first days of the week. Even it is possible price can still push up. It can still move to the upside. Guys. Price can still move to the upside. So so which reason is behind the last buy we've taken in VIB? Because some of you are still surprising why I took that buy. You remember, guys, last week price was, you see, this is how did we count this 200 bips, guys, this move. Okay, how we call that last move is like, I use a 30-minute breakout, guys. So it is this one. Okay, and I use it the TST technique. You guys can see from here till here till there, it's like 220 bips. Okay, 220 bips. Okay, we call 220 bips because we can use the 1 hour breakout first. We've used the 1 hour breakout. Anyone who knows about TST, that technique we use is so amazing, guys, when it comes like catching or getting a nice entry. So second, I go 2 time frame lower to find my snatcher patterns. But still we need a refinement. Okay, so for our zone we have this, and also we have this, but the refinement was very important. Okay, that and this one and the low. So we go 5 minutes to refine it, so that we want a fresh level. Alright, the lowest and that point. So you can you can exactly use that level, but there is still 5 minute. 5 minute refinement needs to have 1 minute for refreshment. uh, for sniper entries you can still go 1 minute and still refine that zone. Okay, so I take this to the low and then this to this point where you see we have ABC buttons, one reversal and one obvious one. That's obvious and this is for the reversal. So I selected that levels. Refining those levels is giving me a sharp entry when I switch to candlesticks and then go 5 minutes. You guys can see how nice it was. Okay, how good that price moving. Okay, all right, so that's how we really get this. New here, what is TST? TST is like the sniper technique. Okay, TST, the sniper technique, that's the technique. Okay, one model of entry. So that I hope you've really understood it. On the other hand, we have like we had what is called a region. Okay, region, what I call like zone area. Okay, for example, before the price comes back into my zone, we had a region. What was the region? Okay, the region or the area we have was uh, high, 1 hour high, you see that high, and 1 hour low. So that is my region. Okay, this is the range. So inside the range there is breakout, you see, there is breakout. So I know that when I have a range plus breakout, price will come below the breakout and seeks for and look is for a zone. So you go refinement level so that you can get a sharp entry or sniper. Okay, sniper entry. So here we got the sharp, we got a sharp entry. So we had up to 200 pips because this gives 100, this gives 100, and that was really nice. Okay, do you have guys any question? You can unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Jose, how are you, brother? Osinach?
Good morning, sir. I greet you.
Morning, morning, brother.
It was a nice 200 pip you got, brother.
Yeah, you caught that move, right?
No, I didn't. I wasn't
Oh,
available at that time.
oh, sorry, sorry. No problem, no problem. Let us focus on the next one, next one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so when market opens, you have two informations at like 30 minutes. You have 30-minute high and 30-minute low. Price is inside this and this. Okay, so when market opens, this is your this is your breakout, this is your high, and this is your low. Okay, this is your high and this is your low. So this box will go here and then these lines will go somewhere here to find what I mean. I want to show you. For example, this is a clear breakout, right? Look, okay, that's clear breakout. You see that this is clear breakout. This was resistance, breakout, okay, and then it becomes what? Support. So we have here high, we have here low. So below the breakout, which is this region, this is the interesting area. This is the interesting area. So they are going up to sweep that high in New York session or London session on Monday, and the price will start pushing down back to the interesting area and then buy. Are you getting my point? And then this is 1 hour. I go 15 minutes. Even I can go 30 minutes so that I can have fresh, okay, ABC button or coin buttons. So you can see, okay, you can see, right? It's very clear. Place here and place here. You still need refreshment since this is one time frame lower. Okay, put that one there and put this one here. Do not use automatically this zone. You need to refine it 15 minutes. So for 15 minutes, okay, this one becomes 2. This one becomes very big. So this one or this one, which one would you like? I will select this one and then move this to here. So I will move this one to here and this one to here. Okay, zone is very big, right? Yeah, it's more than, I think, 30 bits from here. All right, so 40 50 bips, that's very big. Okay, come on down 5 minutes, refine your zone to 5 minutes. So with 5 minutes, look the obvious ones. Okay, if I show you something very clear, look, this one, it's obvious, this one is obvious. So this one, there is a small one inside. Okay, so what you can do is, this line must be here because it's between here, because that will be there, and this line, this is an obvious. There is one that is close. You see, this one is close. There is another one right here. So this one and this one and this one, they become only one. Okay, so you select it. You will select this one move right here and this one move right here. Check the zone. 30 bips. You see? So that is like, it must be a maximum 30 bips zone. And then what you will do is, you can add another confluences, like you can even use engulfing, guys. You can use trend line, whatever you have as confluence. But in here, you see, we have this one, we have this one. Isn't it clear trend line? That's clear trend line, right? Clear, you guys can see. So I use this one. I use that one there. Okay, so I'm expecting the price to touch this trend line. I can even add, if you guys want engulfing, you can go 1 hour. When you go 1 hour, change into candlestick, because you want E plus E engulfing. 1 hour engulfing candle is here. You see, this is the engulfing, right? Price covered the engulfing, that's the engulfing candle. Alright, what you can do is like go 2 time frame lower. One is 30 minutes, 2 time frame lower will be 15. So I will select 15-minute engulfing candle if I want to have my zone. So that is engulfing candle, last bearish candle, last don't close candle, last. So we have one candle don't close candle, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the last don't close candle. That's the engulfing, all right? So this is E plus E. If I make the engulfing zone, you guys can see it is inside this Niger zone, right? Its Niger zone is inside the engulfing, right? Its Niger zone is the two lines, guys. I don't know if you guys can see it. This line and this line. And this line. So if Bryce comes, it must be inside the engulfing, okay? And then Bryce starts pushing up. That is exactly so clear. I have Snyder zone. I have number one. I have my Snyder zone. Okay. I have train line. I have E plus E. Yeah, because this engulfing is inside the 1 hour engulfing, so that is E plus E. So that's strong confluence. We can add if we want, for example, SRR if possible, but we have to get support that's breaking two resistance at lower time frame like M5 or M1. But price must pull back here. When price sweeps the liquidity, it must come back. I think you can understand it. If we go 5 minutes right now, 5 minutes, we can see the same issue, like support is breaking to resistance, and then price will come back to that support where price are blocking to resistance. But let me change it into lines, because lines is so clear. Okay, look here. The reason why I told you that this area is interested is like we have the engulfing trend line and also the Snyder zone. Look here, we have resistance, we have support. So that's like support breaks resistance, bullish back, breaks again another resistance. So price is pushing up, break another resistance. So we have to count only the first two resistances. So this area or this region is interesting area, okay? This area is interesting area. This is interesting area. So this region is interesting area because we have lot of confluences in here. But one thing you don't know is like whether the price will come the first day of the week, or do you know that the first day of the week is a manipulation or liquidity built up. So since Monday is so ranging, it's possible price can come the next day back to this area. Okay, so as I told you, in 1 hour we have what's called the ranging. Okay, we have a ranging at 1 hour. 1 hour. Okay, we have the breakout. Everything. Look, there was a resistance and there was support. Price push it up, break the resistance. So we have range high there and range low here. So range high, range low, breakout. So when Monday or price opens, price can sweep this high and then come back to this area and then can push up. So when price comes back to this zone, you have a strong setup. There is also clear area where it's possible price can touch. Clear area I call where we have imbalance or fair value gap. There is fair value gap, guys, if you can see, but it failed two times. Price failed this area 2 times. Okay, here and here 2 times. So next time I'm expecting price to come here and then push up. I hope that makes sense, guys. If you have questions, come up. We've done a high time frame analysis and also, yeah.
Yes, Koror.
Yeah?
I have a simple question. It might sound funny, but you see, last on Friday,
Okay.
right, almost swept
All time high.
that low. Yes, the lower low.
Okay.
So my question is, where do you get the reference of holding when you see price?
You mean like how are you asking me how I was holding?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
How
come. Okay.
confidence when you see prices almost hitting your SL?
Mm-hmm.
Have you got my question?
I think I'm not getting your question. Did you mean like why I was holding the buy or the sell position?
Okay, yes, yes, yes.
The buy position?
Yes, the buy position last week, Friday.
The last trade that I was holding 200 bips.
Exactly.
Okay. So first it was 1 hour breakout. I must clear
Right.
this. Okay, let me start from scratch. All right. Okay, this is MT5 terminal. I cannot use replay bar replay or whatever you call it, like for backtesting. But if I tell you right here, look here, that was the breakout. Okay, this was the breakout. Break it. I got range low, range high. Then I have sent before the price even comes back. If you guys remember, in every group, okay, I have shared it with you guys. Breakout, okay, 1 hour breakout. Yeah, okay, I have, this is 19 elections. I think I did not send it here. Yeah, mute yourself. Let me look.
It was in the main group. Go to this one. I saw it before.
Yeah. I have sent. I don't know where it is now. I have new iPad, so that's the problem. That's the problem. I think I've sent it in discussion group. So it's sending updates. So let me go to the Jared because I have to adapt with this new iPad. That's the problem. So, anyways, guys, we got breakout at 1 hour, and then we got one time frame lower buttons, which was very strong or very big. So 1 hour breakout, 30-minute zone. 30-minute zone, we have one reversal zone and one obvious snatcher button or ABC button. For example, this is an obvious and this is reversal. So sometimes when you have only one, clear one and one reversal, you go 2 time frame lower again and then refine it. So you move the lowest one to the lowest point and then this one to the highest point, which is giving me a clear. So I have, before the price comes back, I must know where my zone is. Okay, this one and this one. Still, I need to go 5 minutes in order to have a sharp zone, like a sniper entry zone. I have to go 5 minutes. I will go till 1 minute. I will move till 1 minute. So right now we have an obvious one which is here and lower. So move this one here and then move this line here. Okay. I move this one there and then I move there. So where I want to control is 1 minute finally, because there is only one time frame left for me. If I want to precise or like refine it, I can go 1 minute. If I want, I can still use my zone without refining the 1 minute, but I must find an obvious ones again. So I have now two regions, one region here and the second region here. So that high, if I put here, is still I have a low. Here I have a low. So these two lines will have this point and then this point. So that is the final refinement. And then Bryce must respect this zone. Okay, Bryce must respect this zone. So when you get the zone or sniper zone, then you wait the Bryce to touch only and then enter. So I monitor 5 minutes and then wait the Bryce to enter my zone. So right here you see Bryce touch it where we want, where we have entered, guys. You guys can see our entry. I don't know why why this one is coming this way. Okay, we've entered, I think so. Yeah, it was there, guys, when it was 100 bips. You see, 100 bips. So I will answer the question, why were you holding that trade? But you guys can see how we entered, right? You see our entry was there. Here, even I had layers here. I book it when Bryce break the box. I collected the positions I had here, and then I move it my stop loss from here to here, and then Bryce exactly come close to the box, and then I start holding my positions. So the reason I was holding, I will explain it now. Okay, so when I entered here, okay, it was Snyder zone. But when Bryce broke here, the box, it retained it back, it pulled it back, and then I had another breakout there. Okay, so breakout, pull back. If Bryce did not close below the breakout, okay, this was first entry, right? First entry. I had resistance. Bryce broke it, pull back. Then Bryce did not close below this area. Okay, it did not come here. I still had my position running. Bryce pushed it up, then again broke that other resistance. It's telling me we are still strong. And then I was holding when Bryce comes back again this area. That was another layer. So this was second layer. This was third layer. This was first entry, second entry, re-entry. Okay, re-entry. So I did not add other positions. I was holding only this because I don't want to risk too much. So, but this was entry, this was another entry, because I still see that Bryce is breaking resistance. Okay, that was the reason I was holding. Look over here, Bryce broke with momentum this resistance, even external resistance. That's still showing me we're still pushing up. But the first rejection, I moved it my stop loss. This was the first rejection here, because from this region till there, I was holding a nice. It was 110 bips and 10 bips, I think, or close to 40 bips, 140 bips. And then when price comes back, I move it my stop loss by waiting for if price is coming below the box. If price comes below the box, I am just close. I could close the positions, but it retrace it back before the box, and that indicates that price will push up. So that's why I was holding my brother, just monitoring 5 minutes. If price is breaking, go to the SOB, guys. Go to SOB. Yeah, for the SOB, yeah, for the SOB, you guys can see we have we found a breakout. We make it or breakout snagger zone. So with the zone, we wait the price to enter the zone, and then when it enters, we wait for the price to break the box, and then we enter. So the first thing we've done is we make it our zone with the snagger zones, with the snagger partners, guys. when when we got our zone, we wait the price. So but I told you we have to firstly enter as our first layer. Okay, first layer. So the second layer is when price break above the box and then bullish back. Whenever price comes below the box, it's a buying region. So all this area below the box, I'm not talking about above the box, okay? Below the box, this is re-entry zone. Re-entry zone. Whenever price comes below the region, below the box, it's entry. So you go in second layer. Second layer. So you make, if there is zone or resistance, if price break the resistance, there is interesting zone above. This will be like 30 layer, but very high risk. Very high risk, okay, because it is above the box. So any trade that you took above the box is very high, but this will be another layer. So what we are expecting is price to come back this area where we have the box. Let me say for the next setup, it must be somewhere this box or below. Price will come back this area and then we will buy next week. If not, we will get a new breakout in Monday, and we will have a new setup on the upside. Since there is no still any resistance for sell, we will aim to buy. I hope that makes sense. Any questions, guys? that's what I was explaining. Go 1 hour, go 1 hour, make your breakout. Okay, make your zone, make your zone, refine 2 time frame lower, somewhere there, and this here, even still push down, 5 minutes, can make this here and here. Okay, trend line, trend line. Sometimes we need a bigger one. Maybe, okay, what we can do is like use E plus E. We can use like engulfing at 1 hour, engulfing at 15 minutes, and then make the zone here by candle. Even use the body, and then wait the price to come back this region. We have liquidity inducement, which will be IDM right here. Price, I'm expecting something like that. Hope that makes sense, guys. If you have any questions, come up. You can even share your screen if you have any idea. But when price opens, price must come back, come above the region, that 30-minute region. This high and this low. Price is in consolidation, in ranging, and finally it will go up and then come back. That's what I want. Okay, come back.
Do you respect? Do you use specific times to trade, as in a New York session open or London open, or anytime you get the entry enter?
Sometimes we enter before the right time, like the window time, or what we call kill zones. Okay, so kill zones always occur or happen in London session and also NYC or New York session. So I trade when I see something clear on price action, and in London session or New York session I wait a momentum. No, I do not trade Marshall.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So it depends on, for example, right now we see that our setup is showing us we will go up. Okay, if tomorrow we get confirmation before London, I don't think we will get confirmation before London. Confirmation is coming in London session or New York session. Yeah, all confluences meet in the kill zones. In the kill zones. So if you are in if you use like UK time, for example, if you use like UTC +1, okay, this is like London time. Okay, when it's 8 a.m. between 10 a.m. that's our kill zone. We wait between this for our entry, the best entry. But price sometimes can give you expansion and liquidity sweep before this, because there is a time between 8 and also the Asian session. There is a big time. So that time we can get like liquidity engineering or building up liquidity and manipulation So between 8 it can be expansion. We can see that price is already moved, has already moved 100 bips plus before this time. So what can we do? We can sometimes enter before this time. We can get, because there's expansion, pullback, and confirmations that come before the kill zone. So in kill zone, it will be, you feel like price will have a strong movement or moment. So there is aggressive move coming between this time, but you can get your entry and still hold it until you get a momentum. Yeah, it's so good. You can get in the market before the kill zone, so that kill zone will help you push the price in your direction or in your thoughts. Hope that makes sense.
Yes, it does make sense to me. Thank you very much. And then, how about when you have high impact news coming ahead? Still don't mind, just end according to your confirmations, right?
Yeah, with confirmations of the news, I don't know if you guys, so some of you are not in my paid group, but to those who have the document, please, there is a way we can deal with the news. Okay, on 5 minutes. Okay, with news, most of the guy, they are not dealing TST with news, but in the document I have explained more about the news, guys. Okay, in the document I have explained how to deal with the news, guys. Yes, this direction. Okay, not this one. So the fundamental, this is the fundamental, but I don't want this one. Okay, I'm looking for, yes, this one here. Here is what I want to show you guys. So if you have learned the fundamentals and how to analyze data, it's okay. But with TST plus the news, you can follow this one. Make your snagger zone firstly before the news release. Okay? Weigh the price to mitigate your zone. You weigh the price to come in your zone. When price comes in your zone, switch charity into 5 minutes. When you are at 5 minute chart, wait for the last 5 minute candle to close inside the zone. Whenever it closes, 5 minute candle closes inside the zone, then layer in your predicted direction. For example, you have bullish snatcher zone, you are expecting to buy. You layer a long position for a buy. But if it's a bearish, you will layer for a bearish. So you know how you predicted the direction. So if price breaks the zone before the news, for example, you have a zone here, 5 minute candle, the last 5 minute candle break the zone lower. For example, it break lower, and then you were expecting to buy. So if 5 minute broke below the zone, the last, okay, I'm talking about the last before the news release. If 5 minute closes below the zone, then price will go in the direction where price had broken. So follow in the direction where price broke through. If it broke down, price will go down. But if it closes inside, it will buy. Okay? Mostly news always do not respect stop loss. But if you can have 30 bips stop loss, but you have to always know that trading before the news is very high risk. So you must have plan. Okay? You must have plan. Do not trade without plan. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I get you.
All right. For example, right here I have 30-minute breakout. So 30-minute breakout zone is here. Zone is here. 30-minute breakout zone is here. So the last, okay, the last 5-minute candle closed inside the zone. It did not break. So here we got the news. Okay, news is pushing the price up, but with low failure. But if price could close, the last candle could close here, below here, we could sell it. But right here, you see price close it inside the zone, so we buy. That's what I mean, guys. I hope that was example. Good example. Guys, have a good day. Then you don't have questions, and it was refreshment only. I have explained some breakdowns of gold. If you guys have more information, you guys can share. Yeah, have a good day.